to my channel, and hello if you are new. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a rundown on the birth plan that I have for baby girl number 2. If you did not know, I am currently 34 weeks pregnant. I turned 34 weeks on Friday. So, did I say 34 weeks? I think I did. Sorry guys, it is super late when I'm filming this. But yes, I am pregnant with baby girl number 2, and we are currently 34 weeks and 2 days now. So I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a rundown on my birth plan this time around. If you are not already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. It helps so much. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right on in. I am in my daughter's room again. Ignore everything that's on the bed. Just a lot's been going on lately. And I had to take my glasses off for this video because the ring light glares on my glasses. Big mess. But if you also hear thunder in the background or any loud rain, I'm sorry, it is raining here. But I figured I would go ahead and go over my birth plan with you guys. I have it wrote down in this cute little notebook. Oh, drinking some water, of course. If you watch any of my pregnancy update videos, you know I am obsessed with really cold water. I gotta find my birth plan in here. Here we go. Now, I just have wrote down some things. I actually found this template to kind of go off of because I could not think of how to even write a birth plan, what to even write down, how to word it, how to make it sound more professional, if that makes sense. And also, let's ignore my hair. I just got out of the shower. Just putting that out there. So, during labor, I would like some sort of food or drink if I can. Even if it's just like ice chips, as they call it, I'm okay with that. I just want to be able to have something to maybe keep some nausea down if I end up being nauseous this time around. Now, my birth with my first daughter, I was not nauseous. Everything happened quickly. I had her in 2 or 3 pushes. I was a 9 when I got to the hospital with her. So this time around, if something happens and I am laboring at the hospital and not like I was with my first daughter, then I would like some ice chips or something in that vicinity just to help me. And those kind of things. The next thing is I don't want any students in my room during my labor or anything. And you're probably wondering, oh, why not? What do you have against students? It's not that I have anything against them. Of course, they need to learn, but if it's like my first birth, I do not want any students in the way. I just want my doctors, my nurses that know what they're doing, can get quick on the ball, quick on the draw, that kind of thing. I don't have anything against medical students at all. I just want what's best for me and my baby, and that's pretty much why I say no students. No vacuum or forceps if possible. My sister-in-law had a baby a little over a year ago, my niece, and they had took a vacuum to her head, and her little head was literally bruised all the way around from the vacuum. So I prefer not to have any vacuum done or forceps whatsoever if necessary. I am delivering at a different hospital than my sister-in-law delivered at and that I delivered my first daughter at. I'm not going to say hospitals. I'm keeping that kind of thing private. If you know me personally, then you know what hospital I'm delivering at, just like you know what clinic I go to for my checkups. But I even blur out on my ultrasound pictures when I post them where I'm at and everything. So yeah, no vacuum or forceps if possible. But if they really need to get my baby out, then I guess I could let them do one of them, but I definitely prefer that not as an option. But I do want my baby healthy and delivered safely, of course. Medication only if necessary. During my first labor, I was in so much pain, and like I mentioned, I was at 9 centimeters. If you don't know anything about labor and birth, you dilate, your cervix does, all the way up to 10, which is very big. And I was at a 9 when I got to the emergency room. There were several times I thought my daughter was going to be born in my car, in the emergency room, me trying to wait for them to take me to the delivery room, so many things. But labor is different for everybody. It can progress quickly or it can progress slowly. But they were shooting, I don't remember them putting an IV in me during my first birth, and I don't remember anything that they gave me. I was literally just like dazed, if that makes sense. I was just out of it. I was in so much pain. I had no epidural, of course, no time for an epidural, no pain medications that I'm aware of. And I definitely want that this time around as well. Now, if it's ibuprofen or something like that, that's okay with me. But if it's anything that they don't talk to me about, I don't want it. I don't want them to be pumping my IV or anything full of anything that I'm unaware of. So, yes, medication only if necessary. Now, I can't really say this next one right. Episiotomy. I'm probably butchering that word, but it's pretty much where they cut you down there to widen you for your baby to come out. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want that if any at possible. But if they need it to be done to deliver my baby, of course, it's going to be painful. But if they have to do it, then to deliver my baby safely, then I will allow them, but only if necessary. Now, with my first daughter, I did not have to have that done. So I'm hoping I am that lucky this time around. Now we are going to the after delivery section. I want immediate skin to skin with my daughter when she's born. I want her, as soon as she comes out, don't care what's on her, I want her right on me. Because skin to skin, if you didn't know, is extremely important for baby. Helps regulate their body temperature. It just helps with bonding. And it's just really good for mother and baby. And it helps comfort mother. There's a lot of benefits to skin, but like breastfeeding benefits even. But yes, I definitely want her directly on me, like as soon as she comes out. It sounds weird, but it's not on my list, but during my labor, I should have added this before I started the after delivery. Like when I'm pushing, I really kind of want a mirror so I can maybe see, and it might help me. I didn't get that option with my daughter the first time, so I'm wondering if I can maybe do it this time. I know that sounds really weird, but if they have time, I would like to. If not, it's okay, but I'm hoping this time around I can have a better birth experience than my first one. And if you want to know how my first one went, I will be sure to link my traumatizing birth experience down below for you guys to check out. But yes, immediate skin to skin. I know it sounds weird, but I would really like a picture of my placenta after it's delivered, because I've never seen one, just pictures of like other people's, like on social media, and I'm always curious. I didn't even get to see mine with my first daughter at all. But I would like to have a picture of it just so I can see it, because I think it's just so amazing that our bodies create that for birth. And there's a lot of benefits from the placenta that a lot of people don't know about. You can actually encapsulate your placenta. It's a little bit pricey. I wish I could afford it, but it's like $500, $600, $700, I think. So sadly I won't be encapsulating it, but it's pretty much where they dehydrate your placenta and turn it into pills for you to take for so many benefits for you and for breastfeeding and for baby if you breastfeed. Just so many benefits. But yes, it sounds weird, but I would like to see a picture of my placenta. Like, I don't know. I just think I'm one of those people that really like how our bodies work, and I would love to see a picture of it, even though it may not be the prettiest thing, but I would love to see a picture of it. Of course, the next thing is I want her dad to cut the cord. Now, where I'm going, it says I'm allowed to have 2 people, but it's only going to be me and my husband. So, of course, I definitely want him to cut this baby's cord. And I would really love some pictures of him cutting the cord or video of him cutting the cord. I never got that the first time around. And I never got a video of my first daughter's first ever cry. I never got anything like that. So I'm hoping to have pictures maybe took this time around and videos. Really hoping. But yes, Dad cut the cord. I would love to begin breastfeeding as soon as possible. Now, I have done a lot of research in my 2 pregnancies, and even in between when I wasn't pregnant. They say that the first hour after your baby is born is the best time to breastfeed, because it is just how babies work. And they just say that within that first hour, their sucking is the best. And you should try breastfeeding within that first hour. So yes, I want to attempt to breastfeed this time around. I did with my daughter for a little bit until she got nipple confusion, because they gave her a pacifier to do her hearing test, and she got confused between latching and on the binky. So yes, I would love to do it a different route this time, and no pacifier, no binky, like binky, pacifier, whatever. No pacifier, no formula, all that jazz. So yes, breastfeeding as soon as possible. And I would prefer for them to give her her first bath around me and my husband. We did not get this with our first daughter. They came and took her to the nursery, and when she was down there, they ran some tests, and I guess during that time they also bathed her, and I really wished I could have seen it. Could have got a little video, you know, for memories. But I'm hoping this time around they can respect my wishes and bath her in my room. I would really like for them to delay exams if possible for more bonding time with me and her dad, if possible. But of course, if something is wrong, they can do what they need to do. But if she's perfectly fine, I would prefer for them to delay that process. Like I said, the next thing is no formula unless needed. Now, if something happens and she's not getting enough diapers from breastfeeding like they're supposed to have so many wet ones and so many poopy ones. And if she's not meeting those requirements and things like that, or if she needs more calories, of course, they're going to want to add formula. I'm really hoping that they don't, but you just never know. But like I said, I do prefer to not go that route this time. I did have to end up switching completely to formula with our first daughter for breastfeeding because where she wasn't latching from me, and I didn't know a whole lot about what to do with breastfeeding my first time around too. I lost my supply, it dried up, and we was having to mix formula and breast milk, and I just wasn't being able to pump enough to keep her, obviously for her needs, and keep her full. So we had to switch completely to formula. There's nothing wrong with breastfeeding or formula feeding at all. As long as baby is fed, fed is fed. But I would like to try to avoid formula if possible. And the next thing, of course, is no pacifiers. Even throughout, like if something happens to my breastfeeding journey and I just can't breastfeed right off the bat or anything like that, then I will probably just go ahead and introduce a binky if they'll take it. But my first daughter would not take a binky. She hated a binky from the day that she was born. We was lucky to get her to even suck a binky for like 5 seconds or anything. But no pacifiers. I would prefer to go that route again this time if possible, because they're so hard to break from the pacifier. So yeah, like I said before too, if I'm breastfeeding, I don't want nipple confusion. And the last thing, of course, is I want a video of her first cry and my husband cutting the cord. So yeah, that is the after delivery. Now, if something happens and I have to absolutely have an emergency C-section, I want a gentle cesarean, which is the word for C-section. I would just like a gentle cesarean, and I would like my partner to hold, like my husband, I would like him to hold her skin to skin, or I would like for them to place her on me if they will allow it. I've never had a C-section, but just in case if something does happen and I have to have an emergency one, because it doesn't hurt to have a plan in mind. I'm really hoping though that I don't have to have one, but you just never know what your body's going to do or how your baby's going to be. So I'm really hoping everything goes smoothly this time, and it's just a lot easier for me and makes me just a lot happier this time around, and my husband. And overall, just hope we have a better experience than we did the first time. Like I said, we're delivering at a different hospital, and they're one of like the top hospitals in the surrounding counties, even if that says anything on where I'm delivering. And they have a wonderful children's hospital as well if something needed to be like done for baby, like if she needed to be in NICU or anything. So yes, hopefully this time around, different experience, better experience, and a happy, healthy delivery if possible. Really hoping so. But that is my birth plan, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It means the absolute world to me. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my videos and subscribing, because we are growing and it makes my heart so happy. And I'm so glad to have you a part of the journey. We are almost to the end of this pregnancy already. We have 6 weeks plus. I want to say like 6 weeks or less. So till we meet this baby, and I'm nervous and scared and excited and just ready to meet her. My body's went through a lot this pregnancy. It's almost time for me to do a pregnancy update next week, so you guys will get that. So be looking forward to that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.